Hey friends, it's me, Brian. Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well here. Ooh, washed out. It is another fun day. It's Tuesday. Tuesdays. Whoa, sorry. Tuesdays are fun days. Let me diffuse that light a little bit. There we go. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. I'm super excited just to get another chance to chat with you. We're going through the Book of Mark. I'm not sure who's checking in. Maybe if you let me know. All right, what's up, Ruth? Good to see you again. You are like the faithful. You are like every day, boom, 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 hopping on. I appreciate that. It's good to see you guys. I really hope you're doing well. Your family is like the coolest. So I'm glad to see you getting to pop in daily and hang out with us. I have heard some more feedback with school and teachers now scheduling Zoom meetings that maybe 1:30 is kind of a rough time. So Ruth, since you're logged in, if you want to let me know, is 1:30 the best time? Is there a different time that would work better for you? Let me know, because obviously you're pretty faithful. So I want to make sure you're able to continue to stay a part of this. But if this is conflicting with your guys' schedule, let me know, because I do want to be able to accommodate for that. So yeah, we want to make sure as many people can get logged in and check it out live as possible. And if not live, then making them available for later is good too. But if you can be live, that's ideal. It's more fun for me, at least. So anyhow, let's go ahead and hop into God's word. Is in Mark chapter 2, verse 7. Mark 2, verse 7. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. After Matthew, before Mark. Before Luke. Mark, there we go. Mark chapter 3, verse 7. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, it says, Jesus withdrew with his disciples to the sea, and a great crowd followed from Galilee and Judea and Jerusalem and Idumea and from beyond the Jordan and from around Tyre and Sidon. And when the great crowd heard all that he was doing, they came to him. And he told his disciples to have a boat ready for him because of the crowd, lest they crush him. For he had healed many, so that all who had diseases pressed around him to touch him. And whenever the unclean spirits saw him, they fell down before him and cried out, "You are the Son of God." And he strictly ordered them not to make him known. So we can see here, this is another example of, well, a couple of things. One example that I really like about this passage is the people's desire for something, And you can see, some of them, I don't think they even knew exactly what they wanted. Some of them wanted physical healing, so they were very clear on what they wanted. They wanted to be made whole. They wanted to be made clean. They wanted to be, part of what was happening, and they wanted to see Jesus. They wanted to hear him speak. And I think some of it may have been, popularity. Maybe not everyone was as genuine in their desire. This is a very, very poor example. So please get concerned with this example. But in some ways, I kind of think of like Kanye's recent conversion. Dude starts doing these Sunday services, and like everybody is just like wanting to see what this is all about. Believers, unbelievers, just people are like, what is happening? Like, is this a real thing? Like, what is going on? And I think in some regards, that's probably how people were feeling as well with this Jesus thing. Like, they heard like this rumor about this guy who's doing stuff, and he's healing people, and he's preaching with authority, and he's rebuking the Pharisees. And on the other hand, they're probably like, so they just want to know what's going on, and so they're rushing to see him. And it's pretty amazing, like the list of people or the list of places that they say they're coming from. It's a large area, you know, and all these people are beginning to crowd Jesus, and so much so that he actually has his disciples like get a boat ready, where he's like backing up towards the water, and then eventually like climbs in the boat because he wants to make sure he doesn't get like trampled by the crowds. And it is a pretty neat, you know, testimony, just I think, to people's desire for something. And, you know, everybody kind of talks about, well, you know, my friends, like, they don't want Jesus, or they don't care, or they don't, you know, but I think deep down, you know, the Bible even says it, like, there is a groaning inside of us, a desire for more. And I think that is, I think that's something we forget. I think we don't think about that. Like, we forget that the people around us actually want to know Jesus. We think they don't. They may even say they don't, but deep down there is this desire for to be made well, to be made whole. And so, and even if that's, you know, of sickness, of mental health, of, you know, and there's just this desire to be made whole. Yeah. So they're coming from everywhere. He's ordering his disciples to get a boat ready so he doesn't get ran over. He's healing many. And I think it's even kind of neat, you know, it just continues to highlight in verse 11 as well. And whenever the unclean spirits saw him, they fell down before him and cried out, "You are the Son of God." You know, there's a lot of, you know, differences of opinion when it comes to Jesus, you know. And I was actually reading for my kids, the kids study for their lessons. You know, they're talking about how, you know, if you believe Jesus was just a great teacher, you know, then you're basically like Muslim, you know, like a prophet. He's like, you're Muslim. If you think he's just a great teacher, then you're probably a Jew. Christians, from everyone else, we believe he was the Son of God, and we believe that he died on a cross but was also resurrected, whereas everybody else doesn't think he was resurrected. They think he just died and the disciples hid his body or whatever. But for us as Christians, we believe that he died, was resurrected, and he is the Son of God. And Mark, you know, throughout his gospel continues to point to this, that not Jesus wasn't just a man, he wasn't just a prophet, he was the Son of God. And not even like just him saying it, like, these are like demons, like, these are fallen angels that knew Jesus. You know, this is like some pretty crazy stuff to think about, but, you know, before 1/3 of heaven rebelled against God, like, they were angels, like the demons were angels. They saw Jesus, they saw him, and now, you know, they've been tormenting people on earth, and here comes like the Son of God. Like, they know this guy, you know, so they're like, they have to recognize his authority, you know. So it's just some interesting stuff. And I think Mark, you know, who's writing this gospel, was very clear in wanting people to understand that this wasn't just a prophet, he wasn't just a teacher, he was the Son of God. And what better time to remember that than right now? It's Easter, you know, we're getting ready to celebrate Easter on Sunday, and that's when the rubber met the road, like where Jesus ultimately took upon himself the penalty of sin, and that sin was accepted. You know, that penalty for the sin was accepted by God, and that was evidenced in his resurrection. And so we have so much to be thankful for, you know. And I think this passage just goes to show us that, one, people want to know, so don't hide that light, man. Get out and share it. And two, he is the Son of God. He is who he said he was. And because of that, we can have confidence when we go and talk to other people. So that's my encouragement for you guys. Hey, nobody's letting me know about this time. I see 3 people, and that, I think some of those might be the 12th, so they can't log in. But if this is a good time, please, 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 if you can't comment here, comment below. After this is over, let me know, or send me a text or whatever if this time works for you. If there's a better time, either in the morning or in the afternoon, later in the afternoon or evening, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. So appreciate you guys. God bless you. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be at Mark 3 verses 13 through 21. So make sure you're there. This time is good. Thanks, Ruth. Appreciate it. Or whoever's on Ruth's account. Appreciate it, you guys. And Noah says that time's good too. All right. Way to go. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. We'll keep it at this time then for now. And if we need to, we can change it down the line. But for now, we're sticking to it. Way to go, guys. Love you. See ya. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.